We're going to start streaming. And reminder, so Danger Noodles have already played, but a reminder to everyone, we will be doing pub trivia first this year, then Jeopardy categories. So 3 rounds of pub trivia, then 3 categories of Jeopardy. Then we'll do pub trivia again, 3 rounds, and 3 rounds of double Jeopardy. First round, 3 points for pub trivia. Second round is 6 points. You get one wrong, the other team can steal. It is negative points when you get something wrong. What else? When you get something wrong, the other team can steal. When a steal happens, the consultation can happen here in Zoom. So you just come off mute and discuss amongst yourselves. Whoever is designated team captain or whoever wants to be, just give me a final answer so we know that is your final answer. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, reminder, as always, no Googling, no Siri, no Apple Watch, no asking your significant other who's in the next room. If you do have a pet and or a toddler who can play, by all means, then you can cheat because I would love to see that. But beyond that, I think we're in good shape. We'll do a quick buzzer check. Let's start with Richard. Thank you. Jason. Chris. We have Chris B and Chris C. Fantastic. Javed, are you able to log into the buzzer?
I'm sorry, I must have missed that.
Okay, so the website is TPT.
Oh, okay, excuse me.
So Kathleen is on top of it. When you're ready, just hit it. Chris C. I suppose. Thank you. Bailey. Taylor. Excellent. So once Javed is up and ready. Is it Javed or Javed?
Javed.
Javed. Okay. So I've actually been pronouncing it correctly on Good Day Kaplan. That's good to hear.
Okay.
That's all right. Fantastic. I sent a late night Slack message to Jason the first time I had to, and luckily he wrote back.
Well, I'm okay with the other one too.
Right, but you shouldn't. But not that I need to tell you how to. But it's your name, so people should pronounce it correctly.
Well, there are more than one correct pronunciation.
Okay. What's your correct? I want to know the essence of
you. Javed, David.
Okay.
Javed.
Hey you. Can I say hey you? That's.
So did you get my?
Yep. Your buzz is good. We are good to go. Let's see here. We will start with pub trivia. This is general knowledge, so they could be from any category. There were 3 points apiece. Oh, that's one thing. If you buzz in before I'm done with the question, I will stop right where I am in the question, so you won't get any further clues. If you get it wrong, I will read it in its entirety for the other team for them to potentially steal. Okay.
And I just wanted to mention, I do think we have one team member who might be joining late.
That's fine.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe he can't make it now. Anyways, but
okay.
If we have someone joining late that way.
If they do, we can get them stood up once they're in the room.
Taylor's on the board twice.
Oh, Taylor, sneaky.
Yeah, I had an issue there where I tried to keep my screen time on and thought I could get back to it and then couldn't, so I signed in again, but apparently I'm signed in twice. Is that going to be a problem?
No.
Just give me a test buzz to make sure you're good.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on it as well, but we should be good. All right, so first 5. Oh, last thing. You can only buzz twice per set of 5 questions. So 2 buzzes per set of 5, right or wrong. Doesn't matter if you get both of them wrong, you can only buzz twice. We begin with 3-point question, pub trivia. A politician who suddenly changes his public position on an issue is commonly said to have what? A politician, Bailey.
Crossed the aisle?
Cross the aisle is incorrect, minus 3 points. Toss it over all about the bays. So, Chris, you can now discuss with your team. Make sure you're all on the same page. Come off mute here in Zoom. A politician who suddenly changes his public position on an issue is commonly said to have what?
Is it flip-flopped?
Turncoat.
Is that?
There's a lot of ways.
We can talk about it briefly.
Yeah. I mean, the most recent example is John Kerry, the flip-flopper. So
yeah, flip-flop. Yeah, I think that's right. But there's a lot of ways to describe it.
I'm good with that, Javed.
Good with me. Sounds good.
Okay, let's go with flip-flopped.
Your audio and video is way out of sync, Jason. It's pretty impressive to see, but we can play with that. Flip-flopped is the correct answer. Here are my flip-flops. Flip-flopped is correct for 3 points. All right, up next. Popular with vacationing parents, a novelty souvenir item reads, "My parents went to blank, and all I got was this lousy what?" Chris. That was Chris from Danger
C.
Noodles on middle.
Yeah, sorry,
Nope,
I almost locked myself out of the room, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
T-shirt is correct for 3 points. In what blockbuster classic does a character crawl inside a slain tauntaun beast to keep from freezing? Taylor,
Star Wars?
I need more detail than that.
Dang it. Yeah, I don't know the episode 4?
Incorrect. Minus 3 points. Pass it over to All About That Bays. And Jason,
Empire.
in what blockbuster?
It's got to be
Empire Strikes
episode.
Back.
It's got to be episode 5, right? Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire
Yeah.
Strikes-
No, Empire Strikes Back.
Episode 5.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep,
you
we
guys
got
can
you.
hear me okay?
We can hear you in time. It's
All right.
your video that is way behind your audio.
Really weird.
I don't know what to do. We're going to answer Empire Strikes Back.
That is correct for 3 points. From somewhere in the future, you answered correctly, Jason.
Did that count as my second buzz?
No,
Just curious.
so steals do not.
Okay.
You don't even need to buzz in there, Chris, because your team automatically gets the chances.
Okay.
Jason, if after this first category you want to log out, log back in to see if that solves for it, we can try that. I need to wait for his answer to come through. No? All right, I think we're good. All right, here we go. A popular breed of poultry, Cornish hen, takes its name from a region in what country? A popular Chris B.
Is England or the UK?
England is correct. Popularized by Audrey Hepburn, women's shoes with short, slender heels are known as what? Bailey?
Kitten heels.
Kitten heels is correct for 3 points. Next set of 5, so everybody can buzz in here again. In what body of water are the islands collectively known as the Grecian archipelago found? In what body? Chris B.
Was the Aegean Sea?
The Aegean Sea is correct for 3 points. Second question of this set of 5. A popular brunch cocktail, the Bellini, is typically made by mixing champagne with what pureed fruit? Bailey?
Peaches?
Peaches is correct for 3 points.
Bailey with the heels and the drinks.
I know the heels and the drinks, and last week was brunch, so here we go.
We're typecasting a bit here on TPT. Up next, popularized by celebrities like Madonna, Kabbalah bracelets are made from what color string? Popularized by Bailey?
Red?
Red strings is correct. You are now out for the next 2 questions. In what classic comedy does a confused Steve Martin memorably exclaim, "Those aren't pillows"? In what classic comedy? Chris C.
That would be Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
You are correct for 3 points. A popular but false urban legend suggests that Washington, D.C.'s landscape was originally a what? A popular but false urban legend suggests that Washington, D.C.'s landscape was originally a what? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is not a political answer. Swamp. A swamp was the urban legend. Let's go for the last one of this set of 5. Popularized by celebrity chef Rachel Ray, the term EVOO is an abbreviation for Chris?
Was
Extra
extra virgin olive oil?
Which Chris
Oh.
buzzed in? Well, it was blue. I believe that was blue Chris.
Okay.
It was blue, Chris. My bad.
It's extra virgin olive oil.
That is correct for 3 points. I'm going to go with Brule and Kosi. Is that correct?
Koski.
Koski. Okay, Brule and Koski. Moving forward. All right, next set of 5.
I think we have a new player
Yeah.
on the board.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I look like I'm cheating, but really I'm trying to help our joining team member get in the room. He
So,
apparently doesn't have audio.
yep. So you have to connect. When you join Zoom, it should ask you if you.
There's a dialog box that says connect to audio that's open somewhere hidden under your other boxes.
Right. The only problem is he can't hear you say that because he's not connected to audio. So I'm typing it in chat for him.
Okay.
I'm also chatting.
Oh, there you go. Welcome. All right. Kareem, correct pronunciation?
Yep.
Okay. So the website you want to go to for the buzzer. Oh, you're already there. So let's give a test buzz on that buzzer. Awesome. We are currently in pub trivia. You can buzz in twice per 5. We're actually in our last set of 5. We just asked the first question of that set. So we'll continue on here. I am going to mute you for now. And when you're ready to answer, you can unmute and go from there. Excellent. Here we go. In what classic musical does the main character have a bad boy best friend named Kaneki? In what? Bailey.
My all-time favorite movie, Grease.
Grease. That tells us even further about Bailey. Good things to learn here on TPT. A popular Chinese proverb says a journey of 1,000 miles begins with what? Jason. I can
Single step.
Yes, that is correct. Your audio is catching up. It's getting closer. Yes, a single step is correct for 3 points. 2 more to go here. Popularly known as SMU, Southern Methodist University is located in what southern state? Popularly known as Javed.
Texas.
Texas is correct for 3 points. Final one here. In what country do government officials... Oh, can't pronounce that word, so I'm going to skip it. Really can't pronounce it. It's not happening.
Murica.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. A popular coffee drink, a macchiato is traditionally an espresso with what topping? A popular coffee drink, a macchiato, is traditionally an espresso with... Bailey?
I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with milk, but it's foamed milk.
That milk foam is the correct answer. So 3 points are awarded.
Kathleen, take note. I also know coffee.
Based on her answers, she should just have a lifestyle. She could be a lifestyle influencer.
The word is Galliberas. I just always know I mispronounce it, that I was going to say in the previous question. So that is why I did not go with that one. All right, we move over to Jeopardy. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Anyone watching the stream, pay no attention to my email. Pay no attention to my email. There we go. Okay, ready to go with our Jeopardy round. Again, this is 1 through 5 points as we go through. I'll read the category subject. I'll read the clue. We'll do it again. And you don't have to answer in a form of a question. We start with differs by a letter. Differs by a letter. All right, for 1 point. Spirit or determination, and what the American Academy of Pediatrics says not to do to children as punishment. Spirit or determination. Kosi.
Spunk and spank.
That is correct for 1 point. The animals of a given region and a Finnish-style steam bath. The animals of... Chris B. I saw you said the correct words. If you unmute.
Fauna and sauna.
That is correct for 2 points. Differs by a letter. A small electronic device and a surfer girl played on TV by Sally Field. A small electronic device and a surfer girl played on TV by Sally Field. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got it. Gidget.
Gidget and Gadget. Gidget and Gadget. What show was that on?
I don't know. Wasn't it Gidget? That was the show.
Oh, was it? I'm a millennial.
I just thought it was hilarious. You keep saying it as if it's real. Okay, first of all. Second of all, everybody else, I knew that they didn't know because it was just a cricket sound. I don't know if anybody heard the crickets, but yeah.
Differs by a letter for 4 points. An old term for a poet and the last name of the man who passed away in 2010 at age 92 as the Senate's oldest member. Richard.
Bard or bird?
Bard and bird is the correct answer. Well done. That's good for 4 points. We are here for a surprise substitution, as I can't do the last clue here. We move over. Thank you, Bailey. We move over to literary terms for 5 points. Literary terms for 5 points. This 5-letter word for a figure of speech is widely used to mean any familiar reference. Taylor.
Idiom?
Idiom is incorrect in this instance, minus 5 points. Literary terms all about the bay's potential steal. I'll read it one more time. This 5-letter word for a figure of speech is widely used to mean any familiar reference.
Oh man, this category is so different. I have to think about this.
Taylor beat me to saying idiom. So
oh yeah, I don't know.
A familiar reference, like
there's so many out there.
Pass or play, Jason?
Well, we haven't come up with one yet. Anything?
Javed,
you're on mute.
Javed's yeah.
Pass.
He might have it.
He said pass.
Okay, we don't have it.
He said pass. Pass is
Jason's in a different time zone.
We do not know. We're passing.
Oh, he's almost there.
Passing.
He's syncing back up. You're passing. Passing is the correct answer in this instance. A trope. A trope. Trope. All right. Now we move on to That's Entertainment. That's Entertainment is up next. For 1 point. 24 years after his death in Las Vegas, this rapper, as well as actor, had his greatest hits on the Billboard 200 in 2020. 24 years after his death in Las Vegas, this rapper, as well as actor, had his greatest hits on the Billboard 200 in 2020. Taylor.
Tupac?
Tupac is correct for 1 point. Sometimes Jeopardy is so easily discerned that you think you're wrong because it's too easy. There have to be Jeopardy categories. There have to be something to let people get rolling. That's Entertainment for 4 points. In 2001, this alliterative...
2 points.
2 points. What did I say?
4
You
points.
said 4 points.
I make mistakes sometimes. That's Entertainment. 2 points. In 2001, this alliterative women's 30-minute meals premiered with a 30-minute episode about leftovers. Koski.
Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray is correct for 2 points. Rachel
I'll
Ray
take
questions.
4 if you want to give it.
I mean, we can negotiate after the fact. That's Entertainment for 3 points. She says, there's rarely a day that I'm out in the world that somebody doesn't mention 13 going on 30. She says there's rarely a day. Chris B? You're saying the right word.
Sorry, Jennifer Garner.
That is correct for 3 points. That's Entertainment for 4. Hopper was back and sporting a mustache for the 3rd season of this 80s set Netflix series. Cream.
Stranger Things.
That is correct for 4 points. Welcome to TPT, Cream. That's Entertainment for 5 points. In 1995, she starred as a teacher in the film Dangerous Minds. In 2014, Jason Moss.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
That is correct for 5 points. And it continues. In 2014, she was mentioned in the lyrics of Uptown Funk. We finish with questions from a 1927 quiz book. The quiz book is called Ask Me Another. That was a clue that Alex gave on the game, but I assume no one has this on their bookshelf, so I think we're okay to go. The ice cream truck is coming by if anyone's interested. Questions from a 1927 quiz book. The fact that my kids aren't screaming bloody murder about the ice cream truck coming by is impressive in and of itself. Questions from a 1927 quiz book, 1 point. With 10.3 million, it's the largest American state by population according to the 1920 census. With 10.3 million, Cream.
California.
California is incorrect, minus 1 point. Javed, you can discuss with...
let's discuss this.
Probably New York.
It's New York, right? Yeah. I was going to buzz in, but I think it's New York.
Let's say New York.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. Questions from a 1927 quiz book. This heavier than air flying machine is intended to rise and descend vertically. Javed.
Blimp.
A blimp is incorrect, minus 2 points. Pass it over to Danger Noodles on a metal bird. This heavier than air flying machine is intended to rise and descend vertically. You can come off mute and discuss.
Sounds like a rocket to me going vertical, but do we want to...
I mean, helicopters also.
Is it a plane?
I was thinking helicopter, but at what point was like the initial helicopter starting to be?
I know it sounds too early into
Pass or
like
play?
1920s. seems too early to me to say rocket, but I have no idea.
I would say pass unless we're feeling confident.
1927.
You want to pass?
1927.
I lost my earbuds. What'd you guys say?
1927.
Should we pass?
Oh, is
Yeah.
it a hang glider?
We'll pass.
Passing. They were passing. The correct answer was a helicopter.
Oh.
Helicopter.
How is a helicopter lighter than air? Anyways.
This heavier than
Heavier
air.
than air.
Heavier than-
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard it wrong. Okay, good.
Questions from a 1927 quiz book. 3 points. 12.5 miles long, the Simplon tunnel through these European mountains was then the longest in the world. 12.5. Chris B?
The Alps.
The Alps is correct. For 4 points, questions from a 1927 quiz book. The 3 new European nations of more than 10 million as a result of the World War were Poland, Czechoslovakia, and this Slovenly one. Bailey.
Slovakia?
Incorrect. Minus
Is it
4
Slovenia?
points.
Yugoslavia.
Stop
Is it
answering.
Yugoslavia?
Stop answering.
Oh,
Bailey.
sorry, I thought we were done.
No,
right.
they
I
can
just
steal.
want to know what it is.
We steal now.
Now you
Yugoslavia.
get to steal. Go ahead.
Wait. No. Let's talk about this, right?
All right.
Wait, right. So Javette,
World War One.
Yugoslavia.
Was Yugoslavia formed after World War One, or was that World War Two?
Well,
like-
yeah.
Because Serbia
Wait.
was where I don't know.
Mm.
Austria.
I mean, there was also
Hungary.
Is it Hungary?
Slovenia, but actually, Slovenia doesn't have 10 million people. What am I saying?
Were you supposed to read the question again? Can you read the question again?
I can. I was waiting for a break in the action there. The 3 new European nations of more than 10 million as a result of the World War were Poland, Czechoslovakia, and this Slovenly one.
This is World War II, right?
So maybe it is Yugoslavia
Oh yeah, it could be.
because it's Slovenia's
Yeah,
part
I
of
mean, I think the
Yugoslavia.
Slovenia
Slovenia's
is- yeah.
a
Pass
clue.
or play?
Yeah, I would say.
I think we play on Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Playing on
As-
Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia is correct for 3 points.
As a Slovenian, I can
Yeah.
say that we got the right answer there.
I was just going to say the same thing. As a Slovenian, I should be ashamed.
Are you also Slovenian? I'm 1/4 Slovenian.
My
Oh.
father's full Slovenian. I'm, I guess, a half.
You're 1/2. You're more Slovenian than me, but I'm half.
I will point out that it was a triple stumper on the show, so well done in reasoning the correct answer there. We go to 5 points. I will also say 1927, so World War II obviously came after that. Questions from a 1927 quiz book. Best known, have to go to a surprise substitution. We go to a history of charity. And we start with 5 points for this one. This philanthropic organization with a fez for a logo dates back to Meeting of Masons in 1870. This philanthropic organization with a fez for a logo. Chris B.
What is the Shriners?
The Shriners is correct for 5 points. Well done. That is through 3 categories of both Pub Trivia and Jeopardy. We will now do our quick around the horn, where everyone gets to introduce themselves to everyone watching and everyone here. Dan Stravard, Senior Manager of Corporate Communications. Chris B. If you could
I'm
introduce
gonna
yourself.
I'm gonna unplug
Yes,
for just a second.
sounds good, Jason.
Data Science and Metis.
Fantastic. Bailey.
I'm Bailey. I am the marketing manager for the legal vertical.
Chris C.
Chris Koski, LSAT teacher and content developer.
Taylor.
Taylor Pritchett, admissions advisor for Purdue University Global.
Fantastic. Richard.
I am Richard Cho, data scientist instructor at Metis.
Fantastic. Javed.
Javed Ahmed, data scientist with Metis.
Kareem.
Staff accountant at Kaplan Inc.
Fantastic. Jason. Your role here at Kaplan.
Head of the technology and engineering vertical.
And you're back in sync. This is fantastic. Well done. Welcome back, Jason, and welcome to round number 2 for anybody watching and for everyone obviously playing here. We go back to Pub Trivia. These are still general knowledge. They were
Okay, Dan, I won't introduce myself.
Kathleen.
That was wrong, Bailey. Wasn't that wrong? Hi, I'm Kathleen. I'm Senior Manager of Communications. I work with Dan, which is why I could.
Yeah, why she can talk to me like that. Turning the fan on.
To be clear, we can all talk to him like that.
All right. This is getting out of hand already. I don't really appreciate the problems in this room. Anyway, let's continue on. Bailey's the best. Everyone should know that. Kathleen, not so much. Let's continue. I'm kidding. Kidding. All right, here we go. 6 points apiece. Again, 2 buzzes per 5. If you buzz a third time, it is a wrong answer here in the second round. A popular game on many college campuses, beer pong is typically played with a ball from what sport? Kareem.
Ping pong or table tennis.
That is correct for 6 points. Bailey, I'm disappointed. You did not get in there first.
To be fair, he just buzzed at the same time as me.
Okay, got it. Practiced. I can't do that one. Have to move over here. In what film does John Travolta memorably discuss a foreign McDonald's burger? Koski.
Pulp Fiction.
That is correct. A Royale with cheese, of course. Our third question. A popular holiday dish that features a chicken stuffed inside a duck, stuffed inside a... Koski?
Turducken.
Turducken is correct. You are now done for the next 2. Praised for her role on the sitcom Up All Night, Christina Applegate first won fame in what TV show? Jason?
Married with Children.
That is correct for 6 points. Final one in this set of 5. In what film does Robert De Niro play a vindictive criminal named Max Cady, originally played in 1962 by Jason?
Cape Fear.
Cape Fear is correct for 6 points. Next set of 5. Everyone can buzz in again. A popular ingredient in cookies. Hazelnuts are also known as what? Javed.
Filbert.
I don't know that to be. That's not the answer I have here. I will defer if that is an actual other name for hazelnut.
It definitely is, but I'm from Oregon.
What's the answer that you have there?
Buckeyes. Buckeyes. But I will accept. I will, Javed, I will.
I mean, I'm happy to Google it to support the answer.
I will Google later on. We'll come
You'll
back
get no
to that.
contest from me.
Okay.
I'll find something just to support it.
Fantastic. If you want to go update the Wikipedia page quickly for hazelnut, just put that line in there. That'd be awesome.
Well, I don't know how to even do that.
Very good. All right, continuing on. 4 more to go. Premiering in 1997, what TV series was the first 1-hour drama ever produced by HBO? Premiering in Chris B.
The Sopranos.
The Sopranos is incorrect, minus 6 points. I'll read it one more time for Danger Noodles on a Metal Bird. Premiering in 1997, what TV series was the first 1-hour drama ever produced by HBO? If you want to discuss.
I don't have anything good.
Got nothing good.
The Wire.
Is it Cosmos?
Pass or play?
I don't think we're sure. Should we pass?
Yeah.
Pass.
Passing. It's one of the darkest shows I've ever watched in totality. Oz. Oz was the first ever HBO show.
Good show.
produced
Really good show.
Really good show. Really depressing.
I love that show.
All right, 3 more to go. Another Bobby D question. In what film does Robert De Niro's character say, you're good, very good, you? In what film does Koski?
Analyze this.
That is correct. Also, Analyze That would be acceptable as the sequel. 2 more to go. A popular kind of sushi, a California roll, commonly features what kind of imitation? Bailey.
Crab.
Imitation crab is correct for 6 points. Back on the food. I dig it. Well done. Presented at, this is the final one in this set of 5. Presented as a token of welcome to tourists visiting Hawaii, the lei is a garland of flowers commonly worn how? Presented as a... Jason?
Around the neck.
Around the neck is correct for 6 points. 5 more to go. 6 points apiece. In what horror film does a disturbed romance novel enthusiast repeatedly gush? Jason?
Misery.
Misery is correct. I'm your number one fan is what Kathy Bates in the movie and obviously in the book gushes. A popular maker of parenting accessories, the Baby Bjorn Company is headquartered in what country? Richard.
Iceland.
Iceland is incorrect, minus 6 points. Pass it over to Danger Noodles on a Metal Bird. A popular maker of parenting accessories, the Baby Bjorn Company is headquartered in what country?
I was gonna say Sweden. Can
That was
anybody
my
else
first
I'm
confirm?
gonna
thought.
say the same thing.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Sweden is a good guess,
Pass
but
or
it would be a
play?
guess still.
Could it be Germany or Sweden? Or...
Could be any of the above. I don't have a 100% answer, but team
Well,
captain will let you decide.
Do we want to take a risk on Sweden?
Yeah.
We're going to say
May as
Sweden.
well.
Sweden, final answer?
Final answer.
That is the correct answer. Sweden. Baby Bjorn is headquartered in Sweden. 1, 2, 3. That was our second. 3 more to go. President Barack Obama was born during whose presidential administration? President Barack Obama was born during who? Richard.
JFK.
JFK is incorrect. Minus 6 points. President Barack Obama was born during whose presidential administration?
No
Danger
idea.
Noodles?
Is it Reagan?
I read that book, but don't.
You did not use spaced repetition when.
Reagan would
Is it-
mean he was born in the early to mid 80s. Was that when he was born?
Reagan, I think Reagan 70s, right?
No.
To be earlier than 80s.
Pass or play?
I would say pass.
Pass.
Pass. Lyndon Baines Johnson. LBJ. LBJ. If it was Reagan, it would have been a much more historical presidency
He would have
than it
been
was.
12.
Than it already was.
I think I was off by like a year or two.
No, you were right in the right genre there, Richard.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. This is our fourth one. In what language do written questions begin with an upside-down question mark? Bailey.
Spanish?
Spanish is correct for 6 points. You take the lead on that one. Final one here. President Bush gave his famous Mission Accomplished speech in 2003 aboard what aircraft carrier? President Bush gave his famous Mission Accomplished speech in 2003 aboard what aircraft carrier? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be on the Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. That is it for pub trivia. Bailey, next match for you, I'll try to sprinkle in some Canadian history, I promise. All right, I'll try to find it. We start with sports talk. Sports talk for 2 points. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. For 2 points. In track, the metric mile is this many meters. In track, the metric mile is this many meters. Chris B. Unmute.
1,500 meters.
1,500 meter is correct for 2 points. For 4 points. Tennis players shouldn't linger in this area between the service line and the baseline where returns are hard to hit. It shares its name with an area... Javed.
No man's land.
That is correct for 4 points. It continues area between trenches that World War I soldiers also wanted to avoid. For 6 points, in sports talk, water polo players stay afloat with this kick that sounds like it could help to scramble an omelet. What water polo players stay afloat with Bailey?
The egg beater?
That is correct. Well deduced for 6 points.
Not deduced. I know things.
You have put a question mark at the end of it. You went up in
I
inflection.
wasn't fully confident
All
that it was
right.
egg beater or just beater, but that otherwise.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sports talk. I'm sorry to have underestimated your polo knowledge, Bailey. I apologize. Sports talk for 8 points. In archery, it's the 4-letter word for the groove at the rear end of an arrow that fits on the bowstring. In archery, it's the 4-letter word for the groove at the rear end of an arrow that fits on the bowstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I had not known this. It was known as a knock, N-O-C-K, a knock. All right, we move on to flea circus. Flea circus is up next for 2 points.
Was that 10 points? I thought.
Oh, sorry. I need a... Oh, did I? Oh, right. Here. Surprise substitution. That's what I need
You're
to do
making me
here.
pay way too much attention.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kathleen. All right. Sorry. I need a surprise substitution here, and I need to go to I am a title. So I am is in quotes. I am is in quotes. A title. I am a title. For 10 points. I am a title. 10 points. Tom Wolfe satirizes 21st century college life in this 2004 novel. Tom Wolfe satirizes 21st century college life in this 2004 novel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am Charlotte Simmons. I am Charlotte Simmons. All right, now we move to Flea Circus and start with 2 points. Flea Circus for 2 points. In 64 AD, a fire broke out in Rome. Sorry, let me start over here because I didn't explain. Skipping over. Flea Circus is F-L-E-E. F-L-E-E. Flea Circus. F-L-E-E. I will continue now. Flea Circus for 2 points. In 64 AD, a fire broke out in Rome in the shops surrounding this large hippodrome, no doubt causing many to flee. In 64 AD, a fire broke out in Rome. Koski.
The Colosseum.
The Colosseum is incorrect. Minus 2 points. I'll read it again. Flea Circus. In 64 AD, a fire broke out in Rome in the shops surrounding this large hippodrome, no doubt causing many to flee. Chris, you don't have to buzz in.
Let's talk it through.
Is it Circus Maximus, you guys?
Chris, we're stealing.
Yeah, I know.
He just likes the noise.
I think so. Like, I was confused.
Circus Maximus. I think that's the biggest.
Isn't
circus.
it just a flea circus? Yeah, but
Because
I don't have anything to add.
Because Circus Maximus was definitely a
I
hippodrome.
think so. Yeah,
And
yeah.
Circus is in the yeah. It's one
I like the confidence.
All right,
Might as well do it.
Circus Maximus for the steal.
That is correct. Circus Maximus.
Nice job, guys.
Hey, how come we only got 1 point? That was supposed to be 10 points question.
No,
That was 2 points to start this next.
Okay, then we should have got 2, right? Or we...
You did. It was 62-61. You got 2 points. All right. We need a surprise substitution here because another picture clue. We go over to doggone words. Doggone words. D-O-G-G-O-N-E words. And then Alex gave the clue of each correct response will begin with a type of dog. Each correct response will begin with a type of dog. Until 1996, the research arm of AT&T was called Bell These. Javed?
Labs.
I need
Labrador.
So go. I'm gonna just walk you through this to read it one more time. Bell, and then the answer. I need the full name.
Bell Labrador Retriever.
Bell Labs is correct. The answer they're looking for is Bell Laboratories. So I'll give the 4 points because the dog started at the beginning of the word, but I'm going to give the 4 points here because Bell Labs is correct as well.
I still am not understanding, but maybe I'll watch a few more answers and it'll sink in.
We might come back to this. So the dog name started the word. It wasn't the word. So Bell Laboratories, lab is the starting of the word. Bell Laboratories is what they were looking for. But awarding the 4 points as Bell Labs is the correct answer as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Flea Circus. Flea Circus. We go back to this, and now we're 6 points. Back to Flea Circus. We're 6 points. P.T. Barnum marked exits with this way to this fancy E word. Folks left and had to buy a ticket. Jason.
Egress.
Egress is correct. I guess folks would leave and they had to buy a new ticket to re-enter because they didn't know what it was. Flea Circus for 8 points. World War I pilots sometimes fled a unit of the, I'm going to mispronounce this, Jag de Schwader, known as this in English, a name familiar to Monty Python fans. World War I pilots sometimes fled a unit of the Jag de Schwader, Jagdgeschwader, known as this in English, a name familiar to Monty Python fans. 5, 4, 3, Chris B.
It's a flying circus.
Flying Circus. Did you get it from Monty Python or from the clue?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just the title too, kind of.
Well done. Well deduced. I'll give you that compliment, which Bailey would not accept before. Flea Circus for 8 points. That was 8 points here for 10 points. In this Sarah Gruen novel, Gruen, in this Sarah Gruen novel, later a movie, Jacob and Marlena plan to flee the traveling circus they both work for. In this Sarah Gruen novel, later a movie, Jacob and Marlena plan to flee the traveling circus they both work for. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bailey, before the buzzer.
The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman is incorrect. minus 10 points. I pass it over to All About the Bays for a potential steal. I'll read it one more time. In this Sarah Gruen novel, later a movie, Jacob and Marlena plan to flee the traveling circus they both work for.
A lot of head shaking. Anything, Javed?
I have seen the movie, and I just don't remember the name of it.
You have? Okay, let's not.
Kids movie, that's right, because I saw it with my daughter.
So Bell Laboratories, that's what you're thinking?
Yes, exactly right.
Okay.
No.
We're going to pass.
No, I don't have it. I'd pass it.
The answer is Water for Elephants. Water for Elephants is the book and movie. All right, we go over to the Electoral College. The Electoral College for 2 points. And in the original, Steve Kornecki, who you may remember from MSNBC, was the one giving the clues, but it's just the same as Alex giving them, so I will read them. All right, here we go for 2 points. In 1972 was one of the biggest landslides in Electoral College history as Republican incumbent Richard Nixon piled up 49 states, and this anti-war Democrat senator captured only Massachusetts and the District of Columbia, failing to carry even his home state of South Dakota. In 1972 was one of the biggest landslides in Electoral College history as Republican incumbent Richard Nixon piled up 49 states, and this anti-war Democrat senator captured only Massachusetts and the District of Columbia, failing to carry even his home state of South Dakota. The longest clue I've ever had to read twice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nixon beat McGovern. For 4 points, the Electoral College. A third-party candidate hasn't won a state in a presidential election since 1968, when this American Independent Party nominee carried Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, and his native Alabama. A third-party candidate hasn't... Chris B?
Is it George Wallace?
George Wallace is correct for 4 points. The Electoral College for 6 points. Upset over the inclusion of a civil rights plank in the 1948 Democratic platform, Strom Thurmond split the party, capturing 4 southern states with his Dixiecrat party and nearly helping this Republican defeat Harry Truman. Richard?
Dewey?
Dewey is correct for 6 points. The Electoral College for 8 points. New York didn't choose its electors in time, and Rhode Island and North Carolina hadn't yet ratified the Constitution, but the vote was otherwise unanimous when every elector cast a vote for George Washington in this year. New York didn't choose its electors in time, and Rhode Island and North Carolina hadn't yet ratified the Constitution, but the vote was otherwise unanimous when every elector cast a vote for George Washington in this year. 5, 4, Chris B?
1789.
That is correct. 1789. You have answered twice. You are now out for this last clue. The 1860 electoral map revealed the deep divisions of a country hurtling towards civil war. Abraham Lincoln won the North, the West, and the presidency. Border states went for compromise candidate John Bell. Stephen Douglas carried Missouri. And this incumbent vice president and defender of slavery carried the South. The 1860 electoral map revealed the deep divisions of a country hurtling towards civil war. Abraham Lincoln won the North, the West, and the presidency. Border states went for compromise candidate John Bell. Stephen Douglas carried Missouri. And this incumbent vice president and defender of slavery carried the South. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Breckinridge. Breckinridge was the vice president. That is our final clue. And our final score is 99-52. Congratulations to All About the Bays. All About the Bays, you have 3 more matches coming up. Danger Noodles on a Metal Bird, you have 2 more. And don't forget, what word am I looking
differentials.
for?
Point differentials.
Thank you, Kathleen. It's amazing you're here. Point differentials do matter, so you want to keep track of that as you move forward for potential of making the playoffs. Hope you guys